welcome to my channel and to another Tag Tuesday. Every time I sit down, before I even start to talk, this man makes me laugh, and I don't know why. He's not doing anything but sitting here, but he makes me laugh. So this week is our second, I guess, Thanksgiving-related set of questions from Sandy, or Let's Get Fit with Sandy. And we were tagged by Jimmy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy and Jimmy. Listen, we looked at these questions, and this one just might be hard for us. So, listen, we looked through them, we looked at them again. We're going to do our best, ain't we?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
So we'll just get started. This is a who, what, or why. That sounds like she took journalism class. Who, what, where, when, why. You got to ask all the questions when you're writing out an article. Anyway, number one. Who would you thank if you could thank one person, living or dead, for his or her influence on your life? I think I know who you'd pick.
Go ahead. You probably know.
Well, if I answer it for you, what if I'm wrong? Your dad?
Yep.
I can tell you that. That's all you want to say?
Yeah, he was, I didn't know if he was going to go first. Anyway, yeah, my dad, he was a very big influence in my life. Always there, you know, I needed him.
He gave him his work ethic.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. He gave him his work ethic.
And he wasn't afraid to get in it with me, show me, teach me.
He said that this little boy was in everything. He had his nose in everything he did. And he let him, because he said that's the only way you're going to learn.
Yep.
That's the way he is. If one of the kids ever had their nose in anything, that's the only way they're going to learn. Yep. Me, I'd be like, oh, you in my way. And he's just like, come on. Yep. Like I've said before, that's why he taught him how to drive. He's got patience for that kind of stuff. But that's how he was raised. So I would probably say Mama, because she was just a good old Southern mama, and she taught me things, you know, cooking and canning, and just how to be, just old ways of living. And I wouldn't take anything for whatever I learned from her. So I'll say Mama. Number two, what is the one thing you like to do with your family? Be with them? Does that count?
Yeah.
That's kind of a lame answer.
That's what I was thinking. We
don't do a lot. We went out to eat Saturday. That was fun.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time.
Yes, because when they were home, we did all kind of stuff together. We did all kinds of stuff. If we did it, the kids did it with us, didn't they?
That's it.
We didn't do all this off by ourselves business and send the kids somewhere. We didn't do that. If we did it, the kids did it with us.
Yep.
And now they're grown.
It was a family affair.
That's right. That's exactly a family affair. When they're grown now, they're on their own. They got their own lives. They're busy. They work, kids. So we don't get together that often. Holidays. So that's why Saturday was special, because it was like the old times. We was all together. And we had some new ones with us, new family members with us. So I just like to get with them, because we just don't get to do that very often. So I'll just say, just get with them.
Yeah.
Who or what made you laugh the loudest this year? Probably this one.
I'd have to say the same right here. This one right here.
We get to laughing sometimes, and it is. I'll start beating on him if I'm close. He'll be laying on the couch laughing. I'll be sitting in the chair laughing. Listen, I think laughing is what's kept us together more than anything.
Yeah, we do. We do have the same sense of humor. We do. Both, yeah.
We're both cuckoo. This is hard. What are 3 things that always make you smile? I smile at everything because I laugh at everything. Yeah. Well, my family, number one, I'm not going to individualize it. You know, family. My family makes me smile. They make me smile. What else makes us smile? What makes you smile?
Good things happening to other people makes me smile a lot. You know, like.
I told you he's too good for me.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Listen, I do like good things to happen for other people. I just didn't happen to think that was a good answer. No. I didn't happen to, that is not what I meant to say. I didn't think of that as an answer. It was a good answer, but I didn't think of it. That sounded terrible. I didn't think that was a good answer.
Let's see, what else?
I don't know. I mean, when you take family out of it, we're homebodies. We don't do things. We don't do things. So we're not out in the world to experience. We just don't experience the world like we used to, do we? We don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. That's why the mountains was such a special day, because we don't get those days.
Yeah.
He works and he comes home, and I stay home, and I go to the Dollar Tree, and well, the Dollar Tree makes me smile. Mm-hmm. So we don't. There's not a lot we do. It sounds pitiful. I'm not trying to make it sound pitiful, but we don't have a lot of interactions in the world that I know it's stupid and there's things that make me smile, but can't nothing just come to my mind.
Well, we've got things that we're trying to accomplish, and I mean, face it, it takes money, you know, to get things done that we want to get done.
Yep.
And if you're out there spending it on other things, you can't get the stuff accomplished that you want to get accomplished. So you have to sacrifice.
Yep.
You know,
we know about that sacrificing.
Yeah. So a lot of it's we're not. It's not that we can't. It's just that we have other things that we're trying to accomplish, and you know,
which we eventually will.
We will. Yeah.
Number 5. What friend or family member do you wish was at your Thanksgiving dinner table this year? I'm gonna say Noel, and I'm gonna say another word.
Friend or family member. Well, if it has to be one, I would say my dad. Yeah, and I lost a friend of mine back years ago to leukemia, David O'Brien, and I wish I could see him again. Yeah.
Okay, number 6. What is your favorite tradition? We don't have traditions. We are a non-traditional family.
Well, it used to be on Thanksgiving we would throw a kink in things. We'd never do your typical Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We'd go eat Chinese food. You know, and stuff like that. And, you know, when the kids were small, we just do something off the wall, you know. Yeah, we don't.
Well, one thing here we do is he smokes something on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He smokes some kind of meat on Thanksgiving. That's a tradition for us.
Yeah, we do that now, yeah.
Well, you did that even when you had that little smoker.
Well, that's true.
Before you ever got your good one.
Yeah.
So we've always smoked something. And a lot of times he'll smoke something on Christmas, too.
Yeah.
Now, we do have a tradition playing games after Thanksgiving. Most of the time, Pictionary. Yeah. We play games on Christmas. But other than that, he probably grew up more, well, I know for a fact he grew up more traditional and maybe had more traditions than I did, because I had I call it a fractured family. I mean, my family was split here, there, and yonder with all kind of marriages and kids, and yeah, just fractured. And so even growing up, me and RJ's dad being separated, then when he was little, he had places to go. So Holly, she knows one set of parents, but then she would like go to other grandparents, and so we've never had anything that's just been ours that we do every single year the same way. So we don't really have one. What strange or quirky traditions or superstitions do you have? Well, we said we don't have traditions. And now I'm superstitious about all kinds of things. I don't know if there's any quirky ones. Well, you know I believe in jinxes. You know I believe in calling stuff up and Xing out black cats and just stuff like that. You know, that's kind of stuff that superstitions I got. Yeah. The ones I can think right off the top of my head. I'm sure there's some other ones, you know, throw salt over your shoulder. Mm-hmm. You probably ain't superstitious at all.
I used to do the black cat thing where you exit
you got
cross
it
in front of you in the road.
Yeah, you got the black cats they're not bad luck unless it goes in front of you in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Then you got to exit out.
Yeah.
Number 8. Would you rather be Charlie Brown or Snoopy, and why? Well, I'd rather be Charlie Brown because I think he's sweeter than Snoopy. I think Snoopy's a little sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah, he could be.
Don't you think?
Yeah, he could be a little sketchy.
He can be. Charlie Brown, bless his heart, he gets the you know what end of the stick, but he's just a sweet little boy, I think. So I'll pick Charlie Brown.
Yeah, because if you ever watch Charlie Brown's Christmas,
yeah,
where he gets the bad tree and everything,
yeah,
it's just
and he's always, but I think I'd still rather be him than sketchy Snoopy.
Yeah.
Number 9. Would you rather drink apple cider with gravy in it or hot chocolate with cranberry sauce?
Hot chocolate with cranberry sauce for me.
That's what I'm saying, because that might kind of be like a Black Forest situation. Chocolate cake with cherries, so hot chocolate with some fruit.
I think that'd be the better odds.
Okay, so we got apple cider in the mountains. It's good too, ain't it? Imagine drinking that with some gravy in it.
I don't think I can do that. You know how much I like gravy, but
Well, I always say he'd eat gravy on the shoe, but I think we found his breaking point.
Yeah.
Apple cider.
Yeah.
He won't eat it in no apple cider. So speaking of gravy, one year, now my mama always makes steak gravy for Thanksgiving. One year, listen, that's our washing machine in the background. One year for Christmas, everybody eat all the steak, but she sent the gravy home with him because he was not going to have no gravy thrown away, so she just sent him home a bowl full of gravy. He eat it too. Did it right.
That's what it is.
Number 10. What piece of advice would you pass on to the next generation to establish their own traditions? Well, considering we said we don't have traditions, my advice to them would be to get some traditions. Yeah. Once you leave your mom and daddy's house, you respect them by coming to their house and, when we gather as families, but I don't think you should forego, like we have, just because of a fractured family situation. If you have an intact family, I would say create your traditions even if it doesn't include us, because we're not always going to be here, and you need to have something for your kids to grow up and remember, hey, we always did this. This was something and that they remember. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I would just tell them, just do it.
Even though back when the kids were small and we'd go to 3 different houses in one day.
Yeah, yes.
Between your daddy and mama and
the mamas and my mama and your mom and daddy, all the same time.
And then we trying to do our own thing.
And then our thing. It's rough.
Yeah,
so
and we traveled. It would be a long day that day. Trying to get everybody and hit every household and all that stuff.
So I would say,
and you still try to do your own thing. Because like you say, you want your kids to have their own memories.
I finally did. Now, there is a tradition at Christmas, speaking of, I finally set my foot down. Oh, the phone was ringing and it said recording was going to be stopped if I answered it, then I'm not going to answer it because it says private, and if I don't know you, I'm not answering you. Anyway, hold on. I just declined. I probably just tapped you on the screen. I finally put my foot down one Christmas when Holly was little. I said, we are not leaving this house Christmas morning. These kids, I had to do it when I was growing up. I had to go off and leave Santa Claus to go to my other mamas. It was required. There was no discussion about it. I finally had to put my foot down and said, we are not leaving this house Christmas morning. These kids got Santa Claus. They want to stay home and play Santa Claus. And so that was a tradition we had when they were growing up. We finally started that. So that's what that's just my advice I would give them. Start your family traditions, even if it means not coming to mom and daddy's, because we'll get over it. We might sit around and cry about it, but you got a young family that you need to you need to start doing these things, because one day you're sitting around like us and you're thinking about it. You want your kid to remember, oh gosh, you remember when we always did so-and-so? So that's my advice. Well, that is it. We actually made it through, honey.
Yeah, we actually did it.
We sure did. So thank you again, Sandy. And this week we will tag, let me think. I know there's got to be somebody to tag. Roy over at Recipes with Roy, and Edie over at Edie's Adventures, and Tracy, I'm going to tag you again because you did it last week, so maybe you'll do it this week. So that is it for us, and we will see you on our next video.
See ya.